Hello and welcome to Quill Tips, a series of videos in which I, Victoria, or Inquillery as I'm known here on this channel, share some of the tips and tricks of the writing trade that I've picked up over the years. In today's video, I will be discussing why every writer needs Twitter. As many of you know, I am an aspiring writer myself. Recently, I jumped on author Twitter, and it was the best decision I made. Initially, I was more of an Instagram and YouTube girl myself, but I recently participated in Pitch Wars and Pit Mad. If you're interested in learning more about those, I will link my video on it down below. And in order to do that, I needed to be on Twitter. So I made a Twitter writing account, and here I am today. So without further ado, here are 5 benefits of using Twitter as a writer. Number 1, Twitter pitch contests. I obviously mentioned Pit Mad earlier in this video. Pit Mad is one such Twitter pitch contest. Basically how this works is you will create a 1-sentence pitch for your manuscript, and if agents like it, they like the tweet. And that is basically an invitation to query them with your book. There are a whole bunch of these, and they often have slightly different rules, so I always recommend reading up on the actual specific pitch contest you're participating in, but a few I can think of off the top of my head. Pit Mad is a very general one. Faith Pitch for Christian authors, Pit Dark for people writing dark fiction, and many, many more. If you have a polished manuscript and you're looking to be traditionally published, this is a great way to connect with agents. If you know anything about the query process, you'll have heard of the dreaded slush pile. This is the agent's query inbox where they have to sort through sometimes hundreds and hundreds of query letters for unagented, unpublished manuscripts every day. It can be really hard to stand out in that pile no matter how great your book or your query is, so contests like Pit Mad are a great way of pushing yourself to the top of that pile and having that little extra something to stand out. Number 2, hashtag query tip. This is a hashtag that agents and sometimes other authors or even editors use as a way of guiding writers in the correct way to write a query letter. More often than not, it shows you what not to do, but I really recommend checking out this hashtag just to get a better sense of what agents are actually looking for in a query letter from agents themselves, usually based on things they find in their inboxes. Sometimes they can be really funny when agents share some of the stranger things they find in their inboxes, but most of the time it's just a very valuable resource to get a better sense of how you should actually be querying. Number 3, hashtag MSWL. This stands for Manuscript Wishlist, and like Query Tip, it's a really great way of learning a little bit more about what agents are looking for. Hashtag Query Tip is more of a general hashtag for tips that will help you no matter who you're querying, whereas hashtag MSWL is specifically for agents looking for specific books. A lot of agents also use a website called Manuscript Wishlist, which has a more extensive list of the things that they're looking to see in their inboxes, but hashtag MSWL is a great way of finding that little extra something to make your query letter pop. So for example, an agent might tweet, "I'm really looking for a lighthearted middle grade with diverse neurorepresentation and tackling real-world issues." If that's a book you've written, that's a great way of connecting with that agent when you actually query them. You can mention that you saw on Twitter they tweeted hashtag MSWL with that little blurb, and you can say, "I have written this exact book that you're asking for." Again, it gives you that little extra something when you're trying to escape the slush pile, as well as helping you just find other agents that are repping books like yours. Number 4, hashtag writing community. This is a great way of connecting with other authors. One of the significant parts of the book writing process is having beta readers and critique partners look over your stuff before you send it to industry professionals such as agents or editors. A lot of the times, though, it's really hard to find fellow writers in real life who A, are willing to read your stuff, B, like the kind of stuff that you're writing, and C, have the time to read it. Hashtag writing community is a really great way of connecting with other writers on the internet and finding people to trade work with. It's also just a really great way to get involved in the things that people are talking about in the writing community and jump into the world of like-minded people who also share the same dream as you. It's a great way to find support and also to feel connected with this world you hope to make your career one day, assuming that's what you want. And number 5, to really sum it all up in general, Twitter is an excellent way to grow your writing platform, meet fellow writers, connect with agents, and learn all about the biz. Until I joined Twitter for Pitch Wars and Pit Mad, I did not realize that a lot of the industry operates via Twitter. If you're one of those people that isn't sure about social media, I would still recommend getting Twitter. You can maybe skip the other ones, but from my experience, most agents and editors and other industry professionals use Twitter primarily. This is a great way, like I said, to get involved with things that are going on and to learn more about how the industry actually operates. Considering how many books are published these days and how difficult it is to market, being on social media is a really great way to grow that platform and to gain an audience before your work is even out. This can only help you build a successful career in the future. So those are my 5 benefits of being a writer on Twitter. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have a writing query you would like answered in a video, make sure to leave that in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to hear more writing tips, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed these reasons for joining Twitter. Of course, course, with a bit of shameless self-promotion, my Twitter is @VictoriaCarble. I will link that below if you want to check it out. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!